Hello people, how's it going? Welcome back to another Beat Saber video, and today I'm going to explain what it's like to switch from Quest to PCVR. For you Questies out there, it might not be what you expect. So basically, I'm gonna go through a yap session telling you guys what it's like now and before, how I recorded my videos and how I'll record them now, and all that stuff. So, let's get right into it. Okay, to start off the yap session, I'm gonna start with a little bit of history on how I made Beat Saber videos. It started back a while ago, maybe 2020 through 2023, somewhere in that time period. I made my first Beat Saber video of me playing $100 Bills Remastered on Expert. Back then, I was on the Quest 2 with no mods, and the camera was shaky. Like, I mean really shaky. Not the best video, but over time, I actually did get mods on the Quest 2. It felt like trying to control, like, the cockpit of a plane, getting Quest 2 mods without a PC, but I did manage to do it with a helpful YouTube tutorial. This also gave me the replay mod, which is what I continue to use to record my videos. So I would play it, and then I would record myself watching the replay, and thus a video was made. I eventually got the Quest 3, lost all those mods, and since that method no longer worked, I couldn't really get mods until I got my laptop. Once I got my laptop, I was able to mod my game again with mods before Friday, and I got my replay mod back. Except this time with the power of a PC, when I rendered the replay, I could get the render file out of my Quest and into my PC, allowing me to make my videos much better quality. And now, fast forward to now, I'm on PCVR. It took me quite a bit to figure out how to optimize it, because when I first installed Beat Saber to my PC, it was extremely laggy. Although, like again, all I had to do was adjust some settings on Virtual Desktop to get it working. I can't really give you guys the exact settings for those struggling with the lag problem for PCVR Beat Saber. It depends on where your router is in the house, your PC components, and your Wi-Fi, all that. But yeah, if you do need help with it, you can, like, describe your situation, and I can try to help. But yeah, with this, I had to install a bunch of random mods in order for other mods to work according to BS Manager, which is the application I use to mod for PCVR. Really good application, by the way. And yeah, Beat Leader has replays, so if I ever decide to record that way, I can do that. But I also got a mod called Camera 2, which basically gives me a better camera, and now I can record my Beat Saber videos in real time if I want. So, if I want to record in real time, I can, but if I do good in a song, but wasn't recording, then I can just fetch the replay. And yeah, that's about it for the history on how I got my Beat Saber videos up and running. We're gonna get to other stuff now. Okay, one of the major pros, in my opinion, is being able to get custom sabers. Now, I know technically I could have got custom sabers on the standalone Quest 2 and 3. With the Quest 2, like again, I had no PC back then, so that was impossible. But with the Quest 3, in order for custom sabers, I needed a certain mod loader, or like a custom saber loader. And I couldn't get it in 1.37.0, which was the only, which was the newest version with Noodle extension and chroma. So, I decided to go with Noodle extension and chroma over custom sabers. But now that I'm on PCVR and I have a lot more accessibility, I can go to the version with custom sabers, 1.40.8, and get Noodle extensions and chroma. So yeah, these are my favorite models. This is the thing. I also got these, and these. And I can also separately get trails, in case I don't like the trail that the saber comes with. For example, most of these sabers don't come with a trail, so I use the one from Saturn, which is the sabers you're seeing right now. Yeah, this is my favorite combination. That's pretty good pro. Anyway, on to the rest of the stuff. Another thing to mention is I can also get custom notes. You probably assumed that if you knew that these were a thing. But yeah, these are my favorite, personally. Then I got these. I like to mess around with these sometimes. And then I got these. It came with my version of BS Manager, kind of installed them for me. So, yeah, I decided to keep them. And then we got the default, which honestly, if I want to use the default, I just turn off the mod. But either way, that's about it for this part. Anyway, on to the next thing about PCVR Beat Saber. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a downside that I know of. It's like how the sabers move. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but the sabers feel a lot more different. And like, when I'm swinging them around, it feels quite different. I mean, like, it's not like too different, but like, the reason being is because instead of the headset just running the game and tracking the controllers, like how it does, because that's the simple way, I'm doing something more advanced, where the PC is running the game, the headset's managing all kinds of other stuff. So the sabers are like slightly more delayed. I think that's the way to describe it, since, yeah, the PC has to encode like a bunch of stuff, and then my headset has to decode all of it. It just adds that extra layer, instead of it just being almost instant. Although they're still very responsive, but yeah, I've seen my performance drop in some cases, but it increases in other cases. So it's kind of hard to describe. Yeah. Another cool upside is the graphics are so much better. I mean, like, a lot better. And I'm going to show you what I mean about graphics right now. Okay, this is one of my personal favorite maps. It's called Pathfinder by Kubi. And basically, it's like, it uses noodle extensions, and it looks really good. When I played it on Quest, it did look good, like I said, but now that I've played it on PCVR, the Quest version feels like a PowerPoint slideshow. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on my thing. But yeah, some levels have been a little different. Like, there is one level I like to play back then, but like, for some reason, it just doesn't work properly like it did on the standalone Quest. I'm not sure why. Yeah. And this isn't exactly how the notes are supposed to look. They're meant to change color, but since I have custom notes on, it doesn't change color, sadly. Only the sabers change color. But yeah. Where I really saw the difference was like the part where there's like a little lake. We'll get to that in a minute. And this part. Because like on the Quest version, it just looked like a bunch of floating sticks. But now it looks like they're actually glowing. The only downside is the resolution isn't as good, since I didn't set it to be as good. Although I can make it better. I do a lower resolution since I usually do fast levels. If you guys want me to, I can do a video on this level without any commentary. But either way, it's a really cool level. Yeah. This is the lake part. Yeah, it's really realistic looking. Just look at it. Like, you can like see that it looks like water. On the Quest version, it didn't even look like water. I thought it was supposed to be a pathway here, but nope, it's supposed to be a lake. And then there's this part. It doesn't look much different on PCVR than on Quest. A lot of these look the same as the Quest version, but there are some that just look really good on PC. I've ran out of things to say. So, I'm just gonna play the rest of the level without commentary. Yeah, this part looks a bit better on PC than Quest. I also forgot to mention I was able to get Beat Saber. Oh, yeah. A lot of like the mods that I had on my Quest 2, I wasn't able to get on the Quest 3 because of the version I was on. So yeah, with like standalone Quest, you're like very limited. And here's a water part again. I don't know if you guys can see clearly. I'll try to make my Beat Saber videos more high quality on PC, but just for now, it is what it is. The good thing with the colors not changing is, like, I can easily depict, like, which, like, color goes to which saber. But, I mean, it was easy enough, like, without the custom notes, but I'm just saying. Either way, it's a really cool level. Yeah. That's pretty much it for that part. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I don't think there's really anything else I need to say about this. But overall, I think for the effort it took me to optimize this game for PC, it was worth it. And like again, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna head out now.